So there's lots of different ways to break your water fast successfully. And I have tried and practiced and experimented with a lot of them. Liquids for half the amount of time of your water fast. Transitioning with juice cleansing. Transitioning with soft foods only and no juice. Transitioning by dry fasting. Breaking a fast with steak. Breaking a fast with fruit. In today's video, I want to give you guys my all-time favorite way to break a 5 to 10 day water fast. This is going to be a detailed, step-by-step, day-by-day breakdown of exactly what to do on day 1, 2, 3, and 4 when ending a 5 to 10 day water fast. Stay tuned. Okay, so yesterday was the last day of my water fast. I think it's always important to end your water fast in the morning. I see a lot of people online and I talk to a lot of people who come to me to get water fasting coaching, and they try to break their water fast at nighttime and have a huge meal. That really messes up your circadian rhythms. If you've done the work to water fast for 5 to 10 days, your body is in such a rhythm that to go through one more night of sleeping is gonna add so much more benefit than breaking your fast at night. Day 1, after you have had your water fast, is a very, very simple day. We're really only looking to do 2 things. Start the process of metabolizing and lymph movement, circulation. So we're gonna go for a long walk and we're gonna do some yoga so we can start that process of getting the muscles and the lymph moving and working again. And we're gonna spend the entire day drinking 2 things and 2 things only. Green juice. Now, the green juice that's gonna be the best for you all day is gonna be focusing on leafy greens. You can add some cucumber, you can add some celery, which will be awesome for bringing back your electrolytes and starting to get the liver and the kidney functions just flushed and working once again. But we're gonna stay on green juice all day. Pound as much of this stuff as you can. I'm gonna go for at least 100 ounces in this first day. I like to do my green juice first, and I like to do it while I'm gonna take my walk, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna green juice it up and I'm gonna take my walk. So day 1's all about 4 things: doing yoga, going for a long walk, drinking green juice, and having this, bone broth. Bone broth is going to be super essential on day 1. It's gonna start the gut health process. It's gonna start the nourishing process. It's gonna bring fats, amino acids, collagen, and all of these skin and gut building foods to an empty stomach that is begging to be nourished and is absolutely primed for healing and using food to assimilate, to give the nutrients to the body to take your health to that next level. So recap, day 1 is super easy. Go for a super long walk, do some stretching, do some yoga, start to gently move the lymphatic system. Drink as much green juice as you possibly can and drink as much bone broth as you possibly can. A note on the bone broth, guys, make it at home if you can, but there's a lot of really good store-bought bone broth. This is just organic beef broth from Trader Joe's. I prefer chicken bone broth with a little bit of mushroom flavor. That's my favorite type of bone broth. So I'll be using some beef broth, but I'll also be using the chicken broth throughout all day today. And that's it. Day 1 is super easy. Saturate yourself with these nutrient-dense liquids, go for a walk, and have a great night of sleep. All right, good morning, my friends. So day 2 is officially started. Yesterday, day 1 went awesome for me. I went for a 2-hour walk. I did my yoga, did green juice in the bone broth all day. I slept like a champion. During my water fast, I didn't sleep much at all. I just don't sleep well during water fast. But last night, after saturating myself with green juices and bone broth, I slept like a baby. I had amazing dreams, and I woke up this morning hungry and ready to get after life. So, what is day 2 all about in this transition from your water fast? Day 2 is about introducing more calories and starting to introduce solid foods to the diet. We're gonna take 1 more day to go for a long walk and do some yoga, and we'll start working out and getting more vigorous with our body tomorrow when we have some calories to work with. So again, I'm starting my morning with some green juice. I'm gonna do 32 ounces, and I'm gonna do 2 boxes of this bone broth. And that's gonna get me feeling amazing. So that's how I'm gonna start my morning. I'll check in with you guys in about a few hours when I have my first meal. Okay, so it's been a few hours. I did my green juice, I did my bone broth. I went for a pretty long walk, about 2 hours around the lake. I'm here in Omaha, hanging with family, and we have lakes and wonderful forests everywhere. So extra bonus points for taking your walk in nature. You get those negative ions, you get that awesome just oxygenation of the blood, you get the fresh air and the vitamin D. Very, very enjoyable experience this morning. Feeling super high energy, but I'm feeling hungry. So the first solid food that you're going to break your water fast with on day 2 is going to be raw eggs. Now, raw eggs have such an awesome nutrient profile. The cholesterol, the omegas, the protein, when you eat them raw, they assimilate and digest like you are digesting water. Now, a few caveats about eggs. It's really important that you get pastured eggs. You want your eggs to be eating the foods around the ground that they find and they choose, and you want your eggs to be getting lots of vitamin D so that the yolks are nice and orange and filled with tons of fats and cholesterol. Thick, juicy yolks mean eggs are strong and powerful. These are from Blue Sky Family Farms, and they are organic and they are pastured. The way I eat raw eggs is very, very, very straightforward. I'll take the egg, I pop the top, pull it off with my hand. Some stuff falls out, it's no big deal. Now, excuse me if this is gross to you, but chew it up, down it goes. And what I like to do is give each egg a few seconds to really work its way down there. The only experience that has been negative eating raw eggs is when I've eaten too many, too fast. Just too much power, just too much stuff all coming down into the tummy at one time. So take your time with the raw eggs. Don't just pound one after another. And what I'm gonna do now, and what I suggest is with your first meal of raw eggs, after a water fast, to take it easy. Don't do more than 4 eggs. I'm probably only gonna do 2 right now, and then come back in an hour or 2 and do 2 more. So just take it slow. Okie dokie, so it's an hour later, and I have to tell you that those eggs got me super high, got me feeling super powerful, super energetic, super strong. My brain's going a million miles an hour, but it also made me super hungry. And so I'm gonna listen to my body, and I'm gonna pop a couple more eggs. I'm gonna start with 2, and again, I might work my way slowly up to 4. Here's what I suggest for the very first day, day 2, don't do more than 8 eggs total in the entire day. So have your green juice and your bone broth first. Then as you kind of feel your body wanting to eat, start with 1 to 4 eggs, doing very, very slow, you know, taking your time, some time in between each egg that you're eating. Then give yourself an hour or 2, make sure you're feeling okay, make sure you didn't eat too many eggs too fast and blow your head off this sucker. Then have some more, but limit it to 8 total eggs for the very first day. I'm gonna get back to eating these delicious little raw suckers. So enjoyable, so enjoyable. I might be sounding dramatic right now, but I will be honest. I was vegan for 8 years and I didn't touch eggs at all. And when I started eating raw eggs and pastured eggs a year and a half ago, it has absolutely changed my life. I really think that raw pastured eggs, I can give them credit for so much of the things that healed my teeth, my testosterone levels, my gut health. The eggs really, really help. They're amazing. I love them and I love you. Well, sweet baby Jesus, am I starving. Okay, so those egg yolks, you guys saw me, I did 2 rounds. First round I did 2, next round I did 4. So I did 6 total egg yolks today. Actually, full raw eggs, excuse me. Pardon me. Now my body is wanting solid food for sure. I can feel myself craving salmon. So tonight for dinner, I'm gonna have salmon and salmon only. Which one's mine?
This one's yours.
Is this one mine?
Well, no, this one's yours because it has more in it.
I get the big boy bowl?
You're a bigger man.
Oh, thank you. I'm a bigger man than you, honey?
Yeah.
I need to bring it out here to show everyone how pretty the food is in the nice light. So, there it is.
There's veggies too.
Mm-hmm. Here is the salmon, or a piece of it. So on day 2, the funnest part, once you've gotten your egg yolks in and earlier in the morning, you've already done your juice and your bone broth, now it's time for a meal. And this is what I would call probably the first solid, real meal. Egg yolks are solid kinda, they're more liquidy, but they act like solid food. This next meal is such a pleasure to break your fast with salmon. Get some wild caught Atlantic salmon or some sockeye salmon or some Scottish salmon, something wild, and get a big, nice piece. We're not overly worried about taking in a normal amount of calories on your first day eating solid foods after a water fast because the body won't really need that amount of calories because it hasn't been doing anything. Tomorrow, we will start working out, and that's why it's important to make sure you get a solid hunk of meat, hunk of fish in your body on day 2. So for dinner tonight, I'm gonna do most likely about a pound of salmon. I'm just gonna grill it. I'm gonna put some lemon on it. I'm gonna keep it super basic, but that's gonna be my first solid meal, and that will be the end of day 2. So just a cap. Day 2, we're gonna hydrate, and we're gonna nourish our body in the morning with green juice and the bone broth. We're gonna go for a long walk and do some yoga at some point during the day. Once you feel hungry, we're gonna start with some egg yolks, and you can do up to 8 total for the day. Just remember, when you're doing the raw pastured eggs in their whole entirety and you're taking them in, they are powerful as hell. So just go slow, do one at a time, and don't do too many too quick, especially if you've never done it before. Then end your day with a nice, well-sourced piece of salmon, and then enjoy a great night's sleep, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, so it's day 3, and this is the last day of transitioning. Tomorrow, you will go back to eating your normal, healthy, clean diet and doing your normal workouts and living your normal life. But today is the last day of transitioning, and it's all about nourishing the body, starting to do some building of the body, and setting the stage hormonally for what's to come next. So the key today is to go back, or not to go back, but to eat an ultra clean, fat and protein based day of eating. Want to mix in a little bit of fiber to keep that digestion good, and we want to keep things light. You don't have to stuff yourself. Tomorrow, as long as you're hungry, eat as much as you want, but today we're not going to try to limit calories, but we're also not going to push. We're not going to try to stuff our stomachs. We're not going to try to stretch our stomachs, and we're going to hold back from the urge. If any of you guys are feeling the urge to binge today, do your best not to do that. If you really can hold yourself back and have a gentle day of solid food eating, you're gonna set yourself hormonally up tomorrow and the following days to be on top of your game. Now, I woke up this morning really early and I blasted my workout. I just got done about 30 minutes ago. I did squats, I did pull-ups, and I did overhead press. 3 basic, big compound movements. Now, I have to let you guys know, and this is an important part of day 3, don't go to the gym and absolutely slam the hardest workout of your life. Look at it more like greasing the groove or doing some practice. I used about 50% of my normal weight. I was squatting barely anything. I was overhead pressing barely anything, and I was not really pushing myself with my pull-ups at all. It was just, hello muscles, time to wake up. Hello lymphatic system, it's time to get the party started again. Hello hormones, we're gonna be getting back to action really, really soon. I hope you're ready. So I feel good. It wasn't too hard of a workout, but I got a little pump. I don't feel as flat. You know, when you're on a water fast, your body just feels so flat. I can feel the calories, the cholesterol, the protein that I got yesterday from the raw eggs and the salmon. I slept amazing last night. And so day 3 is all about 2 things. Getting a workout in that is gentle but solid, and then starting to eat a fat and protein based clean diet and not overdoing it on the calories. So today I'm just gonna take you guys along and show you all of my meals. Here's a steak, filet mignon, a little Celtic salt. Here's the Celtic salt that we're using. Here's Joe's more petite and lean steak. Steak, MCT oil, God, I can't talk. I'm sorry, guys. MCT, huh? And Celtic salt. It's actually not even lunch. It's like almost 10 in the morning. So like this brunch. Is brunch. And we're just doing steak brunch. Next meal is going to be a bit of this, actually all of that, with this. I love sauteed onions once in a while. I don't eat them all the time, but I'm sauteing them in a little bit of olive oil and some of this wonderful Celtic sea salt. Then I'm just going to add the ground beef to that. It's a little over a pound. And I'm going to probably put it over some cucumbers, so like a cucumber salad. Super easy to make this salad. Just do what I just did. Duh. All right, my friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. Remember to subscribe and share and leave all of your comments and questions down below. If you're looking to get a hold of me to become a private client, there's a link for a consultation in the description box. You can find me at, what the heck is it called? It's called Instagram. There, I'm Stuart, Rob Stewart. In real life, I'm just Rob Stewart. Much love to you guys. I'll be back with many more videos really soon. When you come off a water fast, the body is primed to gain weight. It's looking to hold on to anything you eat, and it's primed to gain weight. But you can use that to your advantage, because if the body is primed to gain weight, that means that if you lift weights and you do resistance training, it's also primed to gain a ton of muscle. If you look at bodybuilders, and most of you guys don't know this about me, but I've been a personal trainer since I was 17 years old. I'm almost 40, so I've been in the fitness game and the athletic game for a long time. And a typical cycle for a bodybuilder is to hit a competition and be way underweight and be ultra too shredded to an unhealthy place, basically like they were just fasting, like a water fast for the last 8 weeks. Once those bodybuilders go back to a normal caloric diet, getting enough protein and doing resistance training again and getting plenty of rest, they put on weight rapidly. And it's not body fat, it's pure muscle that's lean and strong and ready to rock. That's what this process and that's what this protocol is based on. It's based on changing your body hormonally and getting it set up so that the food that you do eat can actually work. So if you're looking to lose weight, take the hormonal approach and use this little system to your advantage. If you come off this water fast and you springboard it into a life of eating clean and working out, and you're constantly gaining more muscle and lean muscle after your water fast, you're gonna be losing a ton more fat. And the way you body recomp, the way you make a body look different is not to just lose fat. If all you're ever doing is losing fat, doing cardio, under eating, you're gonna look like a wet bag of rocks. It's not healthy, it doesn't look great, and it doesn't feel great. My clients who do that feel horrible. My clients who are focused on weight loss and who focus on resistance training and doing water fasting for the hormonal process and doing it correctly like this, they gain a lot of muscle, and it makes the weight loss so much easier, and it makes their body composition look really, really good. I think that's gonna do it. This time I'm really leaving. Much love. Be back soon. Bye.